Yeah, hi, I'm Mike Ellis. I'm here with Marty DeGarmo and Dan Street, and we really have something special for you tonight. Ash Mufara has agreed to give us a little bit of time, and we're really grateful that Ash has done this. We're just going to throw things around a little bit. To start with, I want to tell Ash that we're very grateful that he's given us this time, and really to say that Marty, Dan, and I, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coming on and really sharing onpassive with us.
I want to thank you for everything you're doing, specifically onpassive Nation. It's been a blessing to our group. Everybody's been inspired that I know, or they really appreciate all of the content that you're adding there. Your passion is contagious, and your logic, your intelligence is absolutely being recognized. And I thank you. We're privileged. We're very happy to have you. And more exciting that I always believe we attract who we are. If we attract people of your caliber or your fine quality, we're in good shape permanently.
Yeah, Ash, we absolutely love your insight, and I'm gonna turn it over to Marty. Let him ask you a few questions, and you guys throw it around a little bit, and then we'll bring Dan in. Marty, go ahead. What do you have for Ash?
Yeah, thanks again, Ash, for coming on. I was fortunate enough to be able to chat with Ash on the phone a couple times. I've been looking for onpassive probably before it ever existed, along with Mike and Dan. Something that the 97% that nomads walking around looking for something that they can sink their teeth into and something that can change their lives. And what I see and hear and feel, which is a big deal to me, is onpassive. That vehicle is that business that will change people's lives, not for one day, not for two, but for a lifetime. I do have one question after I'm a small marketer compared to what we're getting into as far as the background of onpassive. But the one question I had asked Ash on the phone, I want to ask it here live in front of the group or on this recording, is all of the hurdles and all of the ups and downs and sleepless nights, obviously, the work. If you had to do it all over again, knowing where you've been and that road that you traveled, would you do it again?
1000% without a blink of an eye. I don't think there is a better way or any other way. And I love the market. I love the industry. I like serving people. There's a massive demand on the solutions that we offer. I would feel selfish. I would feel very guilty. I would not sleep. I would have a very ached conscience if I know in my heart there is a better way, and I know I can do that way. I just choose the easy path or the convenience way just because it's easier for me and I don't have to go through the challenge. I'm not against any challenge. I take it as a beautiful thing. I love struggle. I don't like things when they're easy. That means they're not going to give you the highest reward. Resistance is good. The competition is good. It's going to open your eyes to things that you may not like. You just have to be open to things that you don't like or not convenient to you. That's when you can expect to build something unusual. I want to say hello to Dan with us, Dan Street from Colorado. Are you with us, Dan?
Hello, Ash.
Yes, nice to hear you.
Well, and thank you for joining us. We couldn't be more pleased to have you on this tonight and join us because onpassive is just a dream come true for all of us. It focuses on all of the products that we've used in the past in previous businesses that we've been in, but never been able to really use them effectively. I guess the biggest question I have is not a huge question, but it's there's a lot of us that are working full time, and what I've found with this with onpassive and working with Mike and Marty and is I've found that my desire to want to get involved in every single webinar, go to my back office as a founding member and read all of the look at all the webinars and read all of the downloads and look at all of the links and just amazed every day at everything that is provided by in the GoFounder site. And it just shows me the professionalism. It shows me that we're in the right place at the right time, and we're just thrilled. So we've
Thank
built
you
a
so much.
pretty decent sized team, and we have some questions, and I can read those off to you.
Yeah, you know what I like too, everyone. I'm I'm not so much about the number. I don't want to even look at numbers. I'm more about the quality. I really applaud you for the quality and I would say, above average and healthier mindset. Your team tend to be, they got it right, and that matters because we don't want to be spending our time, energy with the wrong pals. And before we go to that, I understand we can go through the questions quickly, but it's very important to me. I want to know because when I'm surrounded by sharp people, I just get excited and I like to brag to my wife and tell her that I know some smart people. Long time ago, she sent me like an image or something like your net work or net worth, I believe, is determined by the first 5 people that you surround yourself with. Obviously, she's one of them, so she had to swallow that. So now I can add 3 and I'll be bragging, look who I know now. Okay, come and see Mike's video. Actually, they watch your video too. So I appreciate that. You guys are crushing it. Please don't even try to mention the numbers to me. That's what I look at. I look at people got it correctly. They have the healthy attitude, the right and proper mindset to build something above average. And you got it. So before we even go to the list of the questions, we can get that, okay? And, if we have to make another episode, yeah, we can do that. Is all we do. Now, I think you came in early this year, right? If I understand correctly.
That's correct, Josh.
You can say 7 months, 6 months.
Yeah, it was around March or April. Yeah.
Okay, roughly. So the first day, we're going to try to envision a diagram or like a good chart now, okay? When you joined, what was your level of conviction, faith, and trust in OnPassive as, it was at that? So I want you to go back in, time and try to envision, try to put on a scale and be as realistic as you can. We have to put this scale a large number. So let's put the scale 10,000, okay? And I want you to be as tough, as I would say brutal as you can to tell me, and you're not going to hurt my feelings, okay? What was your level of excitement and belief when you joined back in March? And today we are doing this in November, obviously.
Well, when it was introduced to me, the idea of onpassive and all of the products that we were being exposed to excited me, but I didn't really have a clue as to how it all worked. And one of the things that we did as a team is we disciplined ourselves to get involved and get into the back office. After we joined, uh, I just had to dig into everything. And with our level of communication between the 3 of us and just kicking things around and then getting involved in the webinars, we saw, I think that the main thing I would like to point out is that I didn't see any steps back. All I saw were steps forward. I saw a positive step forward here, a positive step forward here, and some enthusiasm and excitement in all of the webinars that were being held, the professionalism of all of the media that was being put into the downloads, and oh my gosh, the graphics and everything. I've said this is an absolutely amazing company. Now, I didn't really know how it worked, but I was very, very impressed, and it was like
So a
nothing.
good solid 4 out of 10,000?
I would say a good, 3.5, 4, right? No,
Not thousands. 4 out of 10,000.
no, I
It was
seriously,
a little
out
more
of
than that.
10,000, I'm going to go with
You
4,000.
didn't get in. Okay, so you were pretty strong. Is
Yes.
that how you felt, Mike or Marty as well? When you first
No, no, Ash. My confidence level was about 25%, and that's just because I'm an old dog. I've been online for a long time, but until I learned what onpassive really was, yeah, it was right at that 25%. I had no clue if you would survive.
beautiful. So now after say 2-3 months in, we're talking about June, when you start seeing the transition to Bangalore, opening offices, employing staff, accelerating, more visual, more. I saw that, and you heard more webinars and revealing more and more like tools and features and how it works, and you got a better understanding and grip. And that I think the time when you start making the videos, at that time, June, July, what do you think was your confidence level?
It was 90%, Ash.
90%. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it really was.
Okay. And what about when we kind of closed the public webinars, and now things got to be a little bit more specific in terms of the launch and the steps that are being more defined, exactly what's happening 1, 2, 3 until we get to the launching point and beyond?
We realized the value of being a founder.
Beautiful. Now we're gonna go. You were on the long session that we had yesterday, and you spoke, and we thank you for being there. A lot of people got inspired, and they start asking me, "How do I find the videos that you're talking about?" And you're always, just go to YouTube and put onpassive or Mike Ellis or any, Go Founders onpassive. It's gonna pop, and we appreciate that. So after that webinar, and you realized the details, now we're being more specific as we go in terms of steps, in terms of progress, in terms of what we're doing, and we're more there's a higher level of trust between the founders now, because we kind of filtered and refined the base and the network that we have. So as you see, we have people are more committed, they're more determined. So after that webinar, I'm going to take you almost 24 hours ago. How did you feel? Like you feel that 90% even increased?
Right now, Ash, I'm at 97%, and the only reason I don't say 100% because this is real life, and we don't know what tomorrow will bring.
Exactly.
But when I talk to people, I tell them, in my mind, 97%, this thing is going to happen, it's going to be real, and it's going to change lives. But there's always a 3% chance that I won't be here tomorrow. And that's just life.
But we had a little chat of on the side before we start doing this right now, this evening, and I had a good time. We enjoyed it. I mean, we shared a few things that we agreed we cannot put this to the public at the moment for obvious reasons. Do you feel the last hour or so in your time, in your experience with onpassive, has even empowered, increased your confidence level to the
Yeah,
direction we're headed. Not what's available today, but we understand we still have some work to be done.
yeah. I'll answer that. This is Marty. For me, I saw the vision very early. At least I thought I did. And then as time went on, like you said, around July, the vision was clearer. Yesterday's webinar and the little meeting we had before we started this, I'm having trouble keeping my head from exploding. It's
In a good way, I believe.
yeah. If that could be, it's definitely a good way. I talk to people to think big, and the only mistake I made was it's bigger than I'm telling them, and I'm a dreamer. I mean, I believe in believing. I believe anything's possible. I believe, and when I hear and see and can touch and feel what I've heard, I don't need any more. I mean, if it goes a tenth of what I feel now, it blows me away. So it's beyond the 10,000 mark that you brought up for me.
So
So I'm blown away.
just because we were able to have something that we cannot share with the public at the moment, okay, or even with everyone in the foundership, it
It,
is just
it already was, Ash. I mean,
yeah,
I was there, but like I didn't know there was higher than what I was at. Let me tell you that. I was
yeah,
there,
I
but
see.
all of a
So
sudden you're in the
let,
stress.
let me let me ask you now. So we're at least up in the 9,000%, 9,000 out of 10,000, and I purposely wanted that big number because it's a long process. So we cannot say 1 to 10. It will be too narrow to anchor those different milestones. The reason I said this, even the pros like you, they need time to understand and realize what we're doing. Needless to say, the practicality and the completion and the completing what we have. So can you imagine if you just walked in and immediately think we would miss the whole process? And as we agreed in the beginning that as leaders, not only what we're gonna spread and help the teams and the network with is the growth or sales or team build in a way, adding more resellers. Okay, it's essential. In fact, it's vital for us to have that right, healthy, positive thinking mindset, and of course, increase and stretch our thinking, no matter how big you think. Okay, how big you think, I assure you is going to be bigger. Not because I don't think you're thinking big enough, just because I know it can go far beyond whatever you've witnessed. So you would have to let go of anything you went through in the past. It is not like, it is totally unlike anything you've seen in the past. You just have to open a new chapter in your life and start thinking, as you were born yesterday, how can I create a perfect life? Would it go perfect? I respect what you're saying, Mike. No, but also the attitude has to do a lot with it. And if we have a better vehicle now, more reliable vehicle, why not? It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least in a better way. So that's all I wanted to deliver. So I kind of did this rant. I hope you appreciate. My point is we just have to agree, even our mind and our thinking doesn't click in a minute. It takes time to make things happen, to implement the mindset, the culture that we're building with OnPassive in Go Founders. It is so critical to have the right people with us, especially at the top.
And
Whether
I
you
think I'd like to interject something here too. I think for me,
please,
the last hour that we spent with you, the first hour was what I got is just being able to get the vision with the examples that you were giving over and over and over again. It just wanted to make my mind explode, but it gave me a good appreciation of. I think that's what we're looking for. Is if we did this, we could do this, and how it can expand and just the vision that you have is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
we're not going to shuffle the planets. We're not going to track things. Okay, it's very simple things. It's technology. There are people who know how to code. We got the ideas. There's nothing is going to stop it. Period. It's done. It has to be done in our mind. So it's expensive. It's not easy. It's complicated. You don't have to sleep. You have to sacrifice. Who cares? I'd rather to have all the sacrifice on a good purpose than being broke or struggling from pain or poverty or not winning in life. So it's worth it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think as we look at the people in OnPassive in our group, the founding members right now, and you said something that I thought was very apropos, Ash, that the numbers right now just don't matter. What you're doing with OnPassive, getting that right is so important. And really, whatever time it takes, believe me, it's going to be worth it to all of the Go founders and the affiliates that are going to be coming in as you launch. And Marty and Dan said it very, very well. This is bigger than even we thought it was. And believe me, our imagination is really, really big, Ash. But after listening to you for an hour and a half, obviously, my little pea brain, it's going to take a day or two to wrap my mind around everything. But believe me, people will understand just because of how the emotion flows out when you're talking about something like this, that they have something very, very special right now. And obviously, as we get closer and closer and closer, that anticipation, that excitement is going to grow and grow and grow. I think the people that we're attracting right now in OnPassive are 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 a really special group, and they really do. They want that mindset, but you're right, Ash. They need leaders to explain this stuff and kind of walk them along until it clicks, and then you don't have to do anything.
The
That's right.
seed of the breed, yes, indeed. So I want you to just keep doing what you're doing. The type of mentality and culture that we're building is absolutely the best we can ask for. We're proud of the accomplishment. It is working. We're not complaining. There's nothing that we have to fix or redo. Just keep doing what we're doing. We're absolutely on the right track. I don't care about the pace. I don't care about the convenience. The bottom line is we want to get the job done. You're going to work in life anyway, trust me. You will have pain. Being broke is a big pain. Uh, Missing out on life or the things you want to do and like you just suffer. You have to jiggle in life. I don't know if you understand what I mean when I say jiggle. Like you would have to work on a payment or some debt or stretch, week or day by day. Very just limited life. Okay, that is pain. Okay, I take pain in work or physical pain over that. I can do that for good. So we will win this game in a very uh, I would say courageous way, feeling that we didn't set for convenience or cheap or fast. We set for what's best for humanity. It's a lot bigger. Unpassive is not just technology. It's not a system or a tool, or it's far beyond that. It's bigger. There are literally people now, begin with our staff members, talking about large teams, highly paid fancy place they go to, they're super excited, they're proud, they're being treated like they've never been treated before. Uh, their life has changed. That's already an accomplishment. And now they're building our legacy that we're taking care of the mechanics now, and it's not just a platform, as you understand. It is a life impactful mechanism that we have. OnPassive is truly a lifestyle. Connecting with you, networking with the right people, giving a solution to communities, to those who want to build a business or any platform. This is the place. OnPassive is a complete lifestyle. So I hope this will
Hey,
resonate with the people who want to have above average lifestyle.
Ash, can I ask you a quick question? Uh, we,
Please.
we, we talk about the people you have in Bangalore, and obviously they're the best of the best. And for the analytical people on our team, tell us just how good these products are on the automated marketing platform.
So, are you talking about
And you
the?
don't have to talk about any specific product. Just how good are they?
So I can tell you this. I have this, and don't have this to scare you. There is nothing we've done and we do every day that works for the first time. Many times it works as prescribed or as the specifications I give them in the beginning. Okay, I tell them one, two, three. It gets done, but then with a very arrogant tone. I hope you don't take it the wrong way, but I say I think we can do better. And they say, well, this is going to take another 2 weeks. In some events, they said it's going to take 3 months, and GoFounder was a good example. We had to redo it several times, and I said, look, when you redo it, that's a whole team, a whole department working, payroll, staff, logistics, office, computer systems, utilities, all of that. My time, the the anxious founders, impatient people. Okay, if we can do it better, even another 1%, we're gonna have to do it. So why? Because I don't want to look a year from now and look back. I wish we did it, that way, because now we could build a stronger foundation on it. So there's nothing we do that happens immediately and perfectly the first time. Many things that are acceptable the way they are, but we still strive for perfection, for excellence, for greatness, and we keep doing it. Many things have been done multiple times until it got to a point where we said, yes, we nailed it. Now we're better than 1, 2, 3, 10. So the logic, I want to give you the logic because you mentioned the analytical brain minds. Okay. So I'm going to give you the formula to that. We say, okay, we're doing this tool. Now, similar tools are 1, 2, 10 in the market. I hate number 9 because it has one. So we stay away from the cons and the downsides of that. I like this about number 9. Okay. So we take the very best one. I'm just giving you the numbers for illustration only, but we take the best of the best in each one. None of them is perfect, otherwise we'd use it. Okay, and then we add a few more. So it's by far has to be superior to everything in there, at least perfected to our use, because there are so many things are just uh, stuffing, in my opinion, makes things more complicated, and people just don't have the brain or the patience to deal with unnecessary things or unwanted technology. So we have taken the best of the best that we wish to have in one thing to be more ideal, and added some more, but yet simplified it to the simplest mind, because I like to simplify things. I don't want to have a headache. I don't need to deal with things that I would never use or touch. You're not going to sell me ice in Alaska, or on the ocean or some. So period, it has to be the finest, and we're proud of what we have. And many things we said we're going to have to redo them, not to our expectations. So collectively and ultimately, I'm very confident that what we will have will be a major breakthrough in each item and each feature or tool that we use in OnPassive. Now, combined, it's not going to be a breakthrough, okay? It'll be something everybody would think, this is unbelievable, and somebody else would think, is this real? Is this magical? And yes, it is. Yeah. So if you think that way, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, no,
This has never been done before.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect, Ash. I know people will appreciate that explanation of what you all are doing, and it's something I already knew, but it's really, really nice to hear it from you personally. OnPassive is a special place, and everything in OnPassive is going to be the same thing. It's going to be something very, very special. Marty, have any questions? You there, Marty?
Marty's mic is off right now.
Yeah, so I can give you.
Yeah, I'm here. No.
I can give you the explanation or the but on a different occasion, or maybe we don't have to give anybody a headache. But I'll be happy to. One of those times, what we can do is I go over one product that we have, and I tell you the things that we looked at 1, 2, 10, what we picked, what we didn't like and left. We said we were going to stay away from that in specifics. Okay, 1, 2. And then what we've added to it and perfected it, and now we know that all those millions of users of one individual product, potentially they should have an interest of what we have because it's simpler, more complete, and of course it runs on autopilot if they wish. And the killer of all the killers, they get paid to use it, which is unbelievable.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Dan, anything else?
No, I'm I would just say that
we don't want any of our founders to yell at you and say, why didn't you ask this question?
No, but I can just say that I've heard the statistic that 70% of the people get up in the morning and hate their job, and I can guarantee you that when I'm doing OnPassive full time, I'm going to look forward to getting up every day and doing this business because it's so exciting.
Those 70% are just afraid of the boss. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Why don't they don't have their own business if they love us so much?
That's right.
Ash, I think that's probably enough for tonight. I think another webinar would be terrific and get into some other things. But yeah, what you've talked about tonight is pretty awesome. And believe me, when people listen to the webinar, they're not going to be sleeping very much. And they're going to know that yeah, in the next week or two we'll have another one, and it's just going to get better and better and better.
All right, so can we do the next one tomorrow? Oh, I don't want you to freak out. All right, okay. Don't worry, we're going to be here, and I thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm really happy and pleased by this connection, by this relationship. I just see that great things are possible when we come together, and let's do this. We're going to continue doing this, and it's paying off in a very good way. A lot of people will be thankful to what we're doing today in the future.
Yeah, I agree, Ash. I think we're good to go, and have a great weekend. And obviously, if you need anything, we're here.
Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you very much.
Dan, Marty, and Mike. Thank you.
Thank you.